Do women really only want to date medium ugly dudes? Is that like what like men are really out here trying to convince themselves that women only want to date medium ugly dudes? Is that what we're doing? Uh First and foremost, 99% of men are medium ugly to ugly. 99% of men are unattractive. And I'm not, I mean, I'm a man, so I think most men are unattractive, honestly. But even like objectively speaking, most men are unattractive. Like men are unattractive in general, physically. I'm even got on our character. Men are unattractive. Men are not attractive beings in general. We're kind of funny looking. But most men definitely are medium ugly. So if women want to date medium ugly dudes, that means they want to be with the average man, right? Also, the men that are out here talking about women only want to date medium ugly dudes now are the same dudes. I'm telling you, every single time. This is that circular logic. I'm going to create a graphic for every time I have to talk about the circular logic of the manosphere. But the circular logic of the manosphere is happening right now with this conversation. So now you guys are saying that these very same women who y'all been telling us for the last 5 years, since y'all late great daddy Kevin Samuels died, right? Or before that, since late great Kevin Samuels was alive, y'all were first telling us that women only want men who are 6 feet tall, make 6 figures, got a 6-pack, and got a 6-inch dick. Which I always thought 6-inch dick was kind of small. Like if women if you could dream, right? All those other things are well above average. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 inches isn't well above average, I don't think, right? Isn't the average penis size in America like 5.5 or 6 inches, something like that? So an average size penis, but everything else, she wants it to be well above average, whatever. Always thought that was funny. But anyways, so and you could, and again, we're just talking about physically attractive, right? So physically attractive, 6-pack, 6 feet. That's physical attributes. So you're saying that those same women that you've been trying to paint out to be the most vain creatures on the face of the planet, you're telling me now that all they want to do is date medium ugly guys. I wonder why. Now, the funniest thing about it is that there actually is some truth to women liking medium ugly guys. But of course, men miss the mark completely.
Okay, ladies, somebody explain to me. Somebody explain to me, when did this trend of women not wanting fine niggas anymore? When did that happen? What the fuck is going on? Every woman I meet, she says, my nigga gotta be a little bit ugly. He gotta be medium ugly. I can't have a dude who finer than me or as fine as me. What light-skinned pretty nigga hurt y'all? What happened? Somebody explain to me. Because when did good-looking niggas go out of style? Is this why I'm single? Is this why? Do I gotta be medium ugly? I may be medium ugly. I don't know. I don't classify myself as medium ugly, but I may be. Who knows? Who's to say? But when did this start happening? What happened, ladies?
I'm not your target demographic. I know that. But I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna hold your sticky little hand with a napkin in between when I tell you this. You might be medium ugly. It may be your personality, but that's just me though. But I don't know though. I'm not, like I said, I don't. I think again, I think most of you niggas is ugly. So that's just what it is. But anyways, this dude to me was clearly fishing for a compliment. This is going out sad. Like, why am I'm too attractive to date? Like, brother, no. You might be too broke, but I'm looking at your card. The material, the inside is light gray, no leather. I ain't trying to be too judgy. You might be a little broke. Your chain look a little brown. I don't know. Anyways, But no, on some real shit, let me get I don't want to roast this man because he might have been putting himself out there, but he seemed like he was fishing for a compliment. And here's the and it's crazy how he is going to be the poster child for this shit. So the reason why I think women, I feel like I know why women. I don't like saying I think. I really don't. I don't even want to act like I don't know why. I know why women, why it would appear that women prefer medium ugly dudes. That's not, men aren't understanding what's going on, right? Women don't prefer medium ugly dudes. What they prefer are men that make them feel seen and make them feel like people and treat them like human beings. That's what they prefer. That's what they prefer. Above all things, that's what women prefer. Now, one of the ways that men don't do this is by being too into themselves, by putting themselves before the women, being vain, if you will. You can be unattractive and be vain. Happens all the time. You can be unattractive and vain. So it's not about women not liking attractive men. Women love attractive men. It's like everybody loves attractive people. That's scientifically proven. The problem is when men are attractive, when men are conventionally attractive, and they are treated as such by society, oftentimes those men end up having these bad tendencies. They have these bad characteristics and they become very self-absorbed. And women don't like that. It's already hard enough to find a man that isn't completely self-absorbed anyway. Ugly, fine, medium, don't matter. It's hard to find men that treat women like human beings, right? And consider the woman's feelings and things of that nature. It's hard for women to find that in a man off the rip. So now you add to that a man that is conventionally attractive and has been being treated as thus or as such for his whole life. He's more likely to have those bad characteristics, those bad traits. That's all it is. It ain't rocket science. Y'all really out here playing dumb like when did ugly men become it? Men, ugly men have always been in, because what's always been in are men who treat women like human beings. And it disproves that whole myth that women are actually the vain ones, that women just want men for their money. No, no, no. Women want, lo and behold, have we got to the bottom of it already? That women want men to treat women like human beings. Oh, wow, what a novel concept. That's all this is. You guys are overcomplicating it. You guys are trying to gaslight everybody into believing that it's a new phenomenon, it's a new trend. It's not new. It's not new. It's not new. You guys are just tardy to the party as usual. And right on cue, we have to deal with the men it's like I feel like all my videos have been this recently, but these examples of how men it's Darvo, right? This is another example of Darvo. So listen to him carefully and tell me that he's just not trying to reverse the victim, right? Like now it's women. Watch, listen. I don't want to spoil it for you. This is a perfect example of Darvo.
I like my men medium ugly. No, you're a creep. You're a creep. Because you figure you can prey on men who don't make you feel like they're a threat to your security. You basically look for men who you feel are easy targets because they don't have an inflated ego, a sense of self-awareness of their looks because they're medium ugly. But what you fail to understand is if you think they're medium ugly and they're low maintenance, how many other people out there think they're medium ugly and low maintenance? And these medium ugly men, do you feel they have no consciousness? Do you think they're not aware of what exactly you're targeting them for? Medium ugly men are like Kang the Conqueror. They bag enough baddies and they can warp reality. The medium becomes high ugly. After high ugly, you know what that is? You know what's next? You know what's next? It's fine adjacent. And then you have the same problems as an attractive man. would give you. I just want to say it's still creepy. It's creepy because imagine a man saying that because his intent is that the woman is easy. It's creepy.
Men do say that. Men do say that. Men want younger women so they can prey on them. Men want women who have kids because they're more vulnerable. Men prey on pregnant women. When women become pregnant, they start to abuse. Men do say and do this. What the fuck are you talking about? This is Darvo, bro. This is Darvo. This is 100%. He said, oh, imagine if men say that as if men are the victims. Like men don't do this. Women do this to men, but men don't do this to women. Shut, bro. And also, I found it funny when he said, oh, they don't have an medium ugly men don't have an inflated ego. Exactly. Do you know what an inflated ego is, you fucking idiot? That's exactly. He told on himself. Hold on. Watch.
You basically look for men who you feel are easy targets because they don't have an inflated ego, a sense of.
They don't have an inflated ego. Exactly. Are we done? Is we finished or is we done? Exactly. Medium ugly men don't have inflated egos. That's the concept. That's what women are saying. I don't want a man that has an inflated ego. Again, what woman, what person wants to be with somebody who has an inflated ego? Seems very logical to me. Him calling that creepy is disgusting. Him trying to turn around what men do to women, how men prey on women and act like women are actually the ones preying on medium ugly men. Sir, please stop the bullshit. just stop. Just stop. I'm sick of y'all. Y'all do this shit every single time. No, women aren't creepy for wanting medium ugly men because that's not what they want. Again, women don't want medium ugly men. He just said it. This
Are easy targets because they don't have an inflated ego, a sense of.
Women don't want men with an inflated ego, with a sense of entitlement. That's what women don't want. Fine, ugly, anything in between. That's what women don't want. So medium ugly is a man that I find attractive enough. That's why it's a funny saying. It's not really, you're not ugly. You're not overtly attractive. You're probably not conventionally attractive, but you don't repulse me physically. I am attracted to you physically, just not as attracted to you as I am maybe somebody else physically. But emotionally, mentally, I'm attracted to you. And one of the main reasons I'm attracted to you is because you don't have a fucking inflated ego. See, again, I promise y'all, it's so easy to understand women. That's why I said before, I'm gonna stop saying, oh, I don't know. I'm guessing what women, I know exactly what women want. I know exactly what women want. It's not because I think that I understand women. Like, no, it's because I'm a human being and I could easily put myself in the shoes of another human being. All you have to do is not be a fucking liar. You can understand women so easy because women don't be fucking lying. They be telling you exactly what they want. That's why I be laughing at this whole like you like acting like men can't understand women. It is so easy to understand women. Women are not complicated. They are not. Very easy to understand. And that's not because they don't have many layers and they're not deep. They're fucking as deep as the Atlantis, right? That's not why women aren't complicated. The reason why women aren't complicated is because they're honest. That's what I'm saying. Women are extremely easy to understand. Extremely easy. They're extremely easy to get along with. Women are so agreeable. Oh my God. They're like, they're so, hey dude, if you, any man, if you have any women friends, you know what I'm saying is true. Your wife, super easy to get along with. If you listen to your wife and you don't disrespect her, that woman is the easiest person to get along with. Women are super easy. Oh my God, dude. Like, women are super easy to understand. I promise you. Women are 1 + 1 = 2. They're so easy to understand for 2 reasons. One of them, like I already stated, because they're honest. And number 2 is because what they want makes sense. Like, again, I don't want to be with the person that has an inflated ego. I'm a man. Do I want to be with a medium ugly woman? No, I just don't want to be with a person that has an inflated ego. Like, and odds are, again, men who are conventionally attractive are conditioned by society a certain way. And oftentimes they fall into the trap of inflating their ego. Their ego has become inflated. Happens all the time. Happens with wealthy men, happens with successful men. Don't have to even be extremely wealthy, but successful men. Happens with men that are good at sports. Like, anytime a man is pedestalized, oh my God. And it could happen with women. There's tons of women who have an inflated ego. Tons of women who have inflated egos. But most women don't. Even extremely attractive women don't have inflated egos. Because here's the thing about women too. It's hard for women to have inflated egos because women, man, how do I say this? Women, 99% of the time, they are who they think they are. You know what I'm saying? They actually are who they think they are. If that makes sense. Like, it's rare. It's honestly rare when I talk to women and I'm like, hey, oh man, she just doesn't get it, like, about herself. Women oftentimes don't they put themselves in harm's way by dealing with men and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh sis, you probably should avoid that motherfucker. But like, they themselves, they know exactly who they are. If a woman thinks that she's the shit, it's because most women are the shit, relatively speaking. And most of the time, women aren't comparing themselves to other women, right? They're talking about their value, their intrinsic value. And I'm like, yeah, women have a ton of intrinsic value. So yeah, I think most of the time women are who they think they are. It's really hard for women to have inflated egos, believe it or not. I'm sure there's women out there that have inflated egos, I'm sure. But when I think of a model or something like that, I'm like, whatever she thinks about herself, she's probably right. If she thinks like, I'm the baddest woman in the world, like, okay, maybe she's not literally the baddest woman in the world, because that is weird, right? To even think, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you quantify that? But is she at a certain level of physical attractiveness where the vast majority of men are going to treat her a certain way? Yeah. Yeah. And if she thinks that about herself, if she recognizes that about herself, her ego isn't inflated. Then when you talk about what they do, like the things that women actually bring to the table, because most of the time, even the most beautiful woman who has the biggest ego, when you compare her to a man, she's still better than the average man. Internally, like emotionally, she's still better than the average man. The average man is beneath the fucking dirt emotionally. They have the emotional intelligence of a fucking earthworm. You see what I'm saying? So like, even the like beautiful whatever woman, the top model type woman that's being put a pedestalized her whole life and she think her shit don't stink or whatever, fine, whatever. She's still better than the average man. That's how the average man thinks. The average man walks around like he's a fucking America's Next Top Model. That's what I'm saying. Like, this whole idea, this whole premise that women want medium ugly men so because they're afraid of men. No. What they're afraid of, it's not that even when men try to like be on that, like, oh, you just don't want to be with the attractive man because other women are gonna like him. That's not what it is. If a woman is with a man and she's insecure, the man is the one that is making her insecure, not the woman. My wife told me this firsthand. I've experienced this in my relationship. My wife has told me several times on how I can make her more secure in our relationship. Because there will be times I'll be like, why are you about, why do you feel like that? I can't, why when I do that, you react like this? And she was like, I was like, why are you insecure about this? And she was like, because you don't do this. And I was like, oh, okay. Like that makes sense. Like the reason why your wife doesn't trust you, the reason why your girlfriend doesn't trust you is because you don't give her a reason to. And I'm not even just talking about like with cheating and shit. I'm just saying like anything. Like your wife always or your girlfriend, if you with a good woman, this is gonna happen. But if you're in a relationship with a woman and she's always like double checking your work and stuff like that, it's because you have shown her that she can't trust you. There's a reason why she's worried about how you drive because you've been in several accidents. See what I'm saying? There's a reason why she go, oh shit, and y'all be 19 feet away from something because you've been in an accident before. You got a few. You got some speeding tickets. See what I'm saying? It ain't no reason. It's for a reason. But instead of men understanding that you make women insecure by your actions or your inactions, you put all the onus on the woman. Darvo. It's not that she's the victim of your inactions. It's that you're a victim of her insecurities. You didn't make her insecure. She is insecure and it has nothing to do with you. And I'm not saying there's not scenarios where that happens. Of course that can happen, but the majority of the time that's not it. Because women who are insecure, when men are insecure, they're very controlling. Women, what I'm saying is like, my wife has never like been like, oh, you can't wear that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like never, it's never been anything like that. Never, ever, ever. If ever she was insecure, it was like, why are you talking to that woman? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you like that picture? Why, stuff like that, right? And I was like, oh shit, I'm talking like over a decade ago. And I was like, why does that matter? You know what I mean? And she was like, dude, why do you need to like a picture of a woman? Even if it's your friend, who cares? Like if she's, she's dressed up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, thirst trapping or whatever she was doing, why would you need to like that picture? Like, why does she need to know that you like it? I was like, oh no, that's just support. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my friend, it's just support. And she was like, no, you don't need to do that on that picture. That's not the attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't give that woman that attention. And when I thought about it, because I couldn't rationalize it, I really tried to defend it. Like I was just support, but no, it made perfect sense. I was like, that is weird. You're right. And I stopped doing it because she was right. That's weird. Now I could have been dumb and been also like, my wife is just insecure. No. You're right. No, you're right. I could see that. That makes perfect sense. I'm gonna stop doing that. Also, I don't give a fuck about, I'm not about to sit here and fight with my wife about liking a picture. Like, you got it. That's my wife. Like, even if I disagree with her, you got it. Like, I'm not about it. I don't need to. That's not a hill I'm willing to die on, pretty much. It's like liking some fucking woman's picture. I don't give a fuck about that. Right. So at the end of the day, you just see how when women are doing this stuff, it's like not the same thing. When women are insecure, it doesn't look anywhere near like when men are insecure. When men are insecure, abuse. When men are insecure, financial abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. When women are insecure, it makes sense. It's related to your actions or your inactions. So stop doing that shit, that fake equivalency bullshit.